माझ्या कानासाठी एक तिथनं रुईचा बोळा घेऊन या. माझ्या ह्याच्यात आहे. कानासाठी रुईचा बोळा माझ्या त्या व्हॅनिटी केसमध्ये घेऊन या. तुम्हीच आणा त्यांचं जरा पकडायला. आता इथे सगळ्यांना मराठी समजतं, पण ह्या सगळ्यांना इंग्लिश येत आहे म्हणून इंग्लिशमध्ये बोलते. आपल्याला सगळ्यांना इंग्लिश समजतं, तेव्हा इंग्लिशमध्ये बोलू द्यावं. So now we have here one of the most ancient places called Nasik. I think you must have heard about what happened when Sri Rama and Sita were staying here. Why this place was called as Nasik. But I'll tell you in short. This is the place where Sri Rama and Sita and Lakshmana were staying. And the sister of Ravana, because Ravana's some of the empires, a part of the empire, was very close to this place. She came down to entice Sri Rama. So Sri Rama smiled at her. He said that it's not possible with me because I have a very nice wife, in his own sweet ways, as he was known for his uh, formals. Formal is not the word, but for his sweet formalities, as we call Sankocha. So he said, you better try your hand at my brother, because he knew his brother is a terrific fellow. So this is all Rakshasi, is a quality of Rakshasas. That the women who are Rakshasinis try to entice men. Men who are Rakshasas tries to entice women. Is a quality of Rakshasas, not of human beings, and of course not of Devas. So this Rakshasini wanted to try her luck. With her ego, she went down to Lakshmana and she told him that you are now living without your wife for 14 years. And these 14 years are going to be very heavy for you. So I think you better marry me. I'm a good lady. Why don't you marry me? So she said, I have got a beautiful nose, I've got beautiful eyes, I'm very beautiful. Must be artificial, I'm sure. Or might have been to some sort of a beauty parlor or someplace. God knows what she must have tried. But she was trying to impress. And the fellow was getting infuriated. He could not say it. To see that, look at this lady coming and trying to challenge my chastity. And he got ultimately very angry. He told her, you get out from here. I have nothing to do with you. You are useless. Don't try all these tricks with me. But she would not go. She was so enchanted by him, and her ego was hurt. She said, no, it's not to accept any defeat. She went on. Then he got very angry and he cut her nose, of which she was very proud that I have a beautiful nose. So he cut her nose. And nose represents ego. See, when people have egos, you see their noses go like that. Like you must have seen when while coming from Lonavala, there's a duke's nose. Because such a big nose, they thought, well, it cannot be an Englishman's nose. It must be the duke of some place. Otherwise, it cannot be such a big nose. See, so the Indians call it as duke's nose. So the big nose, such a big nose she had. So he cut her nose, showing that he tried to destroy her ego of her beauty. It's very significant. Very significant that this Lakshmana resides in the stomach, we can say, on the right side. He looks after our right side, which is the liver, which gives us the ego part. And it is he only who destroys it. So he is the big destroyer of our ego. It's significant that he destroyed the ego of this woman, that she could entice anyone by cutting her nose. Nose is a word called Nasika in Sanskrit language. That's why this place was named after that cutting of the nose as Nasik. But as in every religious places, we gather all kinds of negativity. Lots of negativity gathered also in Nasik. And the people who, in the name of God, thought that they were great priests, as we have in every religion, in Christianity or in Islam and all religion, we have the same problem. They started their shops here. So this is one of the shopping centers for God. Those who are interested in shopping of a gurus can come very nicely to Nasik and empty their pockets here nicely. So this is one of the troubles of this place. And that's why Saj Yoga takes time to root itself. We have already given up Kolhapur, which is another great place. We have given up uh, Pandharpur and also in a way Tuljapur, because there they have all these negative forces acting and they are making all money. Though the place is so vibrated, it's so great because Sri Rama came here. He was not wearing his slippers. His wife also came bare feet. They all touched this Mother Earth. So this place must be very vibrated, no doubt. But the all these negativities are here, and as we are uh, very susceptible, when we are superficial, people catch negativity first, and the positivity comes later on. Thus, this Nasik place was contaminated by those people who wanted to make money in the name of God. Now we have come here. One may say that, Mother, we didn't get many people here, or also we can say that the Surge Yoga is very slowly moving here. Agreed. It's moving much faster than anywhere else. Despite the fact Dr. Sangvi and his family are such strong people, and we have some very strong Surge Yogis here. But that's why we need very strong people over here to work out these negativities, and they will come when they will all run away. Your coming helps a lot because you are also channels of divinity. And when you come to this country, this part of the country, or this place which is full of negativity, your vibrations help a lot. That's why I always ask you to do some shopping in Nasik. And today, if possible, for an hour, if you could do it, would be nice. But in any case, you want to go to Saptashringi, so we can do it. Now, continuing with the lecture I gave you the other day about the beautiful mirror God wanted to create to see Himself. But after creating the whole universe, He created the Mother Earth. Then He took the Mother Earth towards the moon so that it cools down. Then He moves the Mother Earth towards the sun and brought it to a point where life could be sustained. That is how the life started growing. In the Puranas, is described that there were avatars of Sri Vishnu on this earth who one by one gave lead for the evolution. Like that, as you have seen, we have Matsyavatara, Kurmavatara, and all those things about which you know, and the new Saj Yogi should be told about. Ultimately, now this is the situation at Sastrana where I had to come. At this stage, the main job is to give realization, to raise your Kundalini. That is my main job. And that is what has to happen in a very large scale. In this country, there isn't such a problem because very few places are like this where there is negativity. In the villages, you have seen how in that fisherman's place so many people came in, very simple hearted, how beautifully they sang to you, sang to me, and they were so nice. So, this country is not such a difficult thing to give realization and to settle them in Sajoga because immediately they jump to the joy of Sajoga. While in the West, as you know, we do not jump to the joy, but we first start seeing it through our rational being. Rationality then develops into what we call the chitta. Then we start using our attention for different places, seeing vibrations, this, that. But the joy part comes later on. And that's why it doesn't settle in many people. To begin with, they have to little bit uh, told and made to settle down, because the nature of the Kundalini's light is such. May God bless you. Come in time. Come here. Just come now. Then come forward here. Your luggage, where is it? Is in the car. You have a taxi? You're going to keep it. You can take it out. Yes, you can take. Ask somebody, they'll do it. It's all right. एक जन जाके देख ले मेरे को. तुम इसी को देखते रहो, तुम ये कर लो, दूसरे कोई कर ले. तुम्ही जा ना कुठते बघा तुमच्यातले. आपण जरा सामानाचं बघूया. गेले. It's all right. Come here. May God bless you. You've been carrying this from where? On your head? Just now they put it? Hmm. इथे सध्या ठेवून घ्या, आता परत त्यांचं चढवायचं आहे. बाहेरच ठेवून घ्या. इथे समोरच ठेवून घ्या महाराज. हा इथेच ठेवून घ्या. हे आता वरती चढवायचं, इथेच ठेवून घ्या. इथेच ठेवून घ्या. Come here. It's quite warm now. It may take out your coat. There was a cold wave here, and then just they stopped. It's nice for you here, nice and warm. All right. So God created this universe to see His image. As I told you, that gold cannot see its beauty, nature cannot see its beauty, the sun cannot see its beauty. So they have to express themselves, manifest themselves to see their own image. Now, God has created human beings ultimately, as I told you, and now He wants to see His beautiful image in you people. So, first of all, to know that your mirror is your spirit. That is the mirror you have got, which you can see, which does not know its greatness, does not know its beauty, does not know anything, in the sense that it reflects the beauty of God within you. Now you have to create an image, or we can say we have to manifest our work in such a manner that we see our image of this mirror of God that we have got within ourselves. So when the Sahajogis start manifesting themselves, asserting themselves, projecting themselves, then they can see their own image and they are surprised. How can we be so beautiful? How can we be so nice? How can we be so powerful? How can we, the universal power? How we are helped? This is very surprising. And that is how, please keep your eyes open, but otherwise your chakras won't be all right. So when you get all these experiences of your goodness, of your greatness, of your glory, you start manifesting God. So now for God, your mirror is ready. For Him, you are His mirror, and He wants to see Himself through you. So the beauty that you have, all the powers you have is within you. But most of the religions which were established by great saints who wanted to help in this procedure have been just reversed. That you are told you are the worst, you are the sinners, you are the hopeless people, good for nothing. So that you go down more, give them more money and more money. That's another stupidity. You can see it so clearly how stupid the whole effort is. By doing that, you make people look ugly, sickly, useless. The whole system, the whole civilization works in the other way now. For example, if nowadays I've seen in the West that if you look like a TB patient, you are regarded as a beauty, or some sort of a booth, you are regarded as a beauty. On the contrary, you have to look healthy, blossoming like a flower, fresh. That is the sign of a person who is beautiful, not a person who is all the time sighing and who is about to shift into the hospital or into a graveyard. That sort of an idea God never had in his mind. This is the idea which has come to you through the clever management of some of the evil doers. And they have given you these ideas and you are working them out. So the sense of beauty that you have has to be little different, much different. I said absolutely juxtaposition. The face of a person who is a realized soul is very different from the faces of others. To them, it may not be beautiful because they see ugliness, while we see the real beauty that pleases God. It should please God to see your faces reflecting His manifestation. Like you see the flowers, you like the flowers which are fresh. You look at them with great admiration. In the same way, when God will see his reflection among Saj Yogis, he'll be very much fulfilled. And that's what I felt yesterday when you all sang together with all the East and the West combined together with such beauty. I felt that fulfillment within myself that something has been happening and something has shown the results. That beauty is showing now on the faces of my children. We should please God, we should please me very much. So, this is a very great thing that has happened in Nasik, I think. This gratitude uh, of yours and my own gratification. I felt very gratified and felt very satisfied and fulfilled. And that is the thing in a place like this where Sita had to suffer so much, where uh, Lakshmana had to do all these ugly things. It was a terrible thing that happened in Nasik. And there, if you get in that background, like in a drama, you see, you show a climax and then an anticlimax like that. Yesterday, I felt that the drama is complete now. I was really very much satisfied with what happened last night. The oneness with which we sang, the oneness we felt, and the oneness we had about ourselves. We are universal beings. We do not belong to any country. We do not belong to any caste, community, or so called religions. We are all universal people. We have no such bondages which keep us separate from each other. All this love, all this affection, and all this is going to transform this horrible world into the right path, into the righteous path, into the path of benevolence. So Nasik has done something good to me. Last time I had tears in my eyes, and you have taken the photograph of the Sandra Karuna. And today I have got the feeling of great joy within myself. May God bless you all. Thank you.